Here we are, the game that decides who goes on from Group 1 into the championship. Then we're going to do Group 2, winners of those two going on to bang it out. So, SPKZ and Dynamics, the players of the day, undefeated so far, both looking super strong, both possibly looking D1 status here today. We had some other good games amongst the other players, but these two, I think, not only did they go undefeated, but fairly decisively. We had a couple people hanging and banging with them, but pretty strong from both players. Dynamics going Allied here, SPKZ going Soviet. Very even so far. Gonna be hard to call it, Sneer. What's your gut telling you here?
Well, my gut. Listen, SPKZ looked really phenomenal there. Although I was not. Oh, look at that. SPKZ
Oh,
getting that eagle with the flag cannon, hidden behind the War Factory,
oh,
sneaky flag cannon. Very nice
wow.
there. And he's pushing in early as we talk here. GI's moving into position to defend. Does Dynamics have what it takes to defend this kind of push? About to find out a double barracks for Dynamics. Not sure what that was about. I guess he was worried he would lose a barracks and wouldn't be able to put down pillboxes. Still not the best move here, as this eagle being so annoying for Dynamics right now. Obviously, he doesn't have his own eagle to retaliate because that flag cannon, sneaky flag cannon, got it a nice movement here back and forth. So Dynamics trying to move in as SPKZ is targeting that oil, and SPKZ obviously trying to react and turn 2 Rocketeers here to help out. No flag track yet, so these could be annoying. Get some nice chip damage on these rhinos.
Yep, needs to switch over to that flag track. And then now War Factory top and bottom will help SPKZ kind of assert even more map control here. Trying to spread out Dynamics a little bit, get them uncomfortable. Flag track out now. Eagle doing some work here. Yeah, that sneaky flag cannon. Very nice, guys. That flag cannon behind the War Factory to take down the Eagle. I like that. But this Rocketeer, I think that Rocketeer got a Rhino.
Yeah, one rhino did pop there from the Rocketeers. Now the flag track moving into position to defend against this Rocketeer. And yeah, that Rocketeer not going to get that much more value, and the Rhino count is pretty decent. Decent amount of Grizzlies as well, but we both know, Rhinos and Grizzlies.
Yep, the
A
Rhinos.
bit of a difference there.
Yep, yeah, and with the Rhinos now being joined by the Dogs, definitely going to get a little tricky. What do you think about this Allied opening on this map? I mean, you don't have to necessarily sell the farm and go full commit, but I think you have to open. You got to open at least 8 GIs and try to get some value, don't you think? I mean, to go Allied and not bring any early GIs, does that surprise you?
I mean, it's hard, right? You need to be Marco sort of guy to be able to hold early Soviet pressure here, right? And
Yeah,
as we can see, Dynamics, he should have had already 3 pillboxes
3,
out in this
4,
fight.
5,
And
6
oof, I mean,
pillboxes. He's on
yeah,
2K.
definitely. Oh, he was making a prism. Still not as. I mean, again, you need the numbers here. One prism is not gonna make a difference. Prisms for preemptive, pillboxes for fights, right? Ivor, that's the rules.
Remember that one. Professor Snark, Blitz School of Warcraft, Commandcraft and Conquery. Remember that lesson. Pillboxes when you're in the fight, prism tanks preemptively. And that actually makes sense as well, because also, especially you have players who are going to navigate around. You build one prism tank, a good player is just going to hop out of that zone. So the pillboxes, you can spam them, drop them everywhere, and they're so fast. But keeping up, trying to micro your units while you spam pillboxes, it's an art form of its own. Now the GI is getting some value here, and a counterpunch from
Oh,
Dynamics. No
I mean,
anti-air on the bottom.
Exactly, we've been talking shit about Dynamics this entire time about making a prism instead of pillboxes, but look at that defense. He did manage to defend successfully, and now he's coming in for the offensive, and he's getting good value. The Rocketeers got a War Factory down in the bottom. Flag cannon was out of commission. He did not have enough power to sustain that. SPKZ on the back foot now as a power drop comes in as well, and he is getting some serious value here. Still no tanks for SPKZ. One Rhino comes out. He is going to be able to defend this with this amount of sentry guns, but that power drop down in the bottom as well. One Rhino going to deal with that. A sentry gun comes up as well. Does the MCV go down? He repairs it on time, and the power drop does go down. So successful defense here from SPKZ. But let's do a head count. 3 War Factories for Dynamics, only 2 for SPKZ. More oils for Dynamics and more defenses. Rocketeers coming out as well. Dynamics looking like he's on fire right now as the 4th War Factory comes out, Ivor.
Yeah, wow, and very interesting now, and going to continue the harassment with the Rocketeers here, and going to force that the barracks is going to go down, and SPKZ, his head spinning, and you start to see this from a player when they start getting uncomfortable. Look at SPKZ's money, right? He's not repairing, he's not building, he's now on 10K. He's just not keeping up right now. He probably he's not repairing his buildings. Look, where's the flat cannon? But it's hard. Like, you have a plan. And it's like Mike Tyson says, everyone has a plan until they get hit in the face. And SPKZ had a nice plan, but once Dynamics started punching him in the face, Yeah, things are looking a little bit
It
tricky
gets
here.
hard. Oh, and he's pushing over the Grizzlies, going for the oil. He's gonna dive in the oil. The oil is gonna explode. It's gonna get
Oh.
War Factory and another oil. This is gonna put him back economically. He does manage to defend versus the Rocketeers, but there's so many tanks here. The GIs pushing. Beautiful positioning from Dynamics. They're really, really well done. SPKZ does not have what it takes to defend this, and it looks like Dynamics is gonna be able to end it right here, right now, with a 4 War Factory lead here.
Yep.
Clicking down those rhinos is what he needs to be doing. He can't rush into the sentry guns and the conscripts. That's not gonna be good. I take it back. SPKZ is gonna be able to defend this attack.
Yep.
Hardly, but oh my god. With
Oh,
those
but still,
conscripts.
and SPKZ on
it's so
12k.
close.
There should be a billion
One War
sentry
Factory.
guns.
He's clicking it. He's clicking it. He's clicking that rhino. Really nice. He needs to move those rhinos out of the way, and sentry guns is right. There should have
billion
been 17
sentry
sentry
guns.
guns here, and he should be spamming Tesla Troopers. But now with the Elite Grizzly, it's gonna be over, as Dynamics is gonna be able to
Paradrop on the
clean up
backside.
these tanks much more easily. Paradrop on the back, like GG called, and the MCV goes down as we speak. Paradrop as well, like you said. It is
Wow.
over.
Yep, and a very, very good game. So, yeah, I mean, and Allied here, I wouldn't play Nebras. I can't beat Nebras as Soviet on this map. Nebras has just been eating my lunch as Allied. So I think against a known Allied player, a player who has such a really strong early GI look, fighting fire with fire, I think is a good move, unless you are radically better. You know, it's so oftentimes you have to like disclaim that. I'm like, yeah, Nebras' GI is really strong, and someone will be like, Marco can defend it. I'm like, yeah, Marco's one of the best players in the world. Like obviously, I mean, you know, apples to apples, and apples to apples. Nebras Allied is
well,
really
okay.
scary.
What do you think? Crazy arrow opening here.
What
for
is
Kenny. Went to AFC first. 2 Eagles, 3 Eagles down on the field right now. Gotta go for the barracks. Gonna get the barracks, so no more
Oh.
pillboxes. To,
Oh my-
he
the
went
GI
for the GGIs instead. And look, the GIs behind the MCV. Oh, Patriot comes up. The
What?
Rocketeers have to retreat. The MCV is under fire. Oh, but a pillbox comes up to defend. What is going
Oh
on
my God, the
here,
Eagles!
Ivor?
Where are Kane's Eagles? Eagles, he should be bombing this MCV. He should be bombing this
Well,
MCV.
Yes, instead he's going for the grid. Oh, the MCV runs.
He's
going for the
defend-
power in the back.
Snark,
an
what
opening.
do we call
What an
this?
opening.
What do we call this?
We call this an overwhelmingly insane, weird opening. A barn.
A barn burner. Oh my God! This okay. Kane, for the love of God, bomb the MCV. At least, even if he moves it and you miss,
Wow.
it'll keep him from
yeah, get
repairing.
it. Get it.
Oh
Get
my
the
God,
MCV,
that one will
Kane.
do
You're
it. One will
killing
do
me.
it.
Oh,
Oh,
one.
the second.
One more coming in. Coming in. Oh my God.
What is that?
Oh,
And now
what?
tank destroyers.
Tank destroyers.
I like how Snark and I were pretty good at not talking over each other until weird stuff's happening, and then we're just both like, blah blah blah. Just like,
Because what the fuck? What do you want me to shut up? Look what's going on
Oh
here.
my-
This is.
What's he doing with the
What
tank
are you
destroyers?
doing?
Why was he attacking with the tank? Oh my God, there's GIs on the backside. Those are the same GIs that got the
my God,
MCV are now going to take a power plant.
Oh, that is. What are you doing, King? He's running over
Oh
the
my God,
GIs with
it
the
worked.
tank destroyers.
It worked. It worked.
What the fuck?
Kane's
That
gonna
tank
win this
destroyers
game.
wreck Grizzlies. They wreck Grizzlies.
Yep.
Oh my God. What? What is this?
And so against
Why
tank
is it
destroyers,
what?
tank destroyers are slow. They can't shoot and move, so you want to stay mobile, keep moving. Targeting the Eagles is a great move here. Instead of targeting the AFC, if you target the Eagles, might be able to get a vet or an elite out of your units. Now Never is splitting up his Grizzlies.
Oh, and he's ulting. He's ulting War Factory. He needs to sell it. Doesn't sell it.
Okay,
No War
this
Factory
is
for Kane. And what's Kane doing? What Kane?
Kane built
defends
a
downstairs.
sniper. Kane built a sniper on the bottom
What
left.
the
Nebra's massing the GIs on the top side.
What
And
is-
Kane,
Oh no, an elite IFV. This could be a game changer.
oh my God, he could take out. The GIs are pushing. I don't think Kane can hold this.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And
Kane
Kane's
now makes another barracks. He's
Kane-
behind.
Kane's still going offensive. Kane brings
What?
his paradrop offensively.
Kane?
He needed to use that paradrop defensively. He's getting offensive with it. As I say that, he
What
might.
the-
Oh, Nebra sees it.
Kane. Kane. He was winning so. Oh my.
Oh my God,
What the-
Nebra's has this
Seal and a
elite IFV
sniper?
AFK bottom right. It's driving me crazy.
This is. These guys are so. What's going on? Okay, now he's moving the Grizzlies, but the lead IFV still not. Okay, now it's going for the AFC. The AFC goes down, and the IFV goes down.
Oh my God. Okay.
This is so weird.
And I really like Kane. I think he's a funny player because he's like I'm just gonna get wacky and weird. I don't care if I lose. I'm just here for fun. And then all of a sudden it starts working, and he's like, oh shit, I didn't actually have a plan. I thought this was. He's like, I didn't think this would work.
Yeah. What is he doing?
Kane's
And now
gonna
there's
lose
a lot
this.
of Grizzlies. That's a lot of. Of course, Kane's gonna lose it. No, you know, if he holds this, pillbox, he could hold this. He could hold this,
Could
Ivor.
it? Spam the pillbox.
He could.
See, people think
pillboxes.
so.
Bring
Step
point the
one, spam the
Grizzlies.
pillboxes. Step two, repairing. So repairing the pillboxes
Yes.
while spamming the pillboxes while also maintaining a micro on the back end. That's the true art of defense.
Yes.
But he needs an
Yes.
AFC. He needs an AFC and he needs a Navy SEAL or a sniper ASAP.
Oh yeah. Right away. That eagle pad is gonna go down in a second. Oh boy. Deploy the GIs, Kane. What are you doing? Oh, the oil is getting targeted. The Grizzlies get
Barracks.
hit hard.
Barracks
Oh
goes
my
down.
god.
Oh my god.
What? Kane? What the Okay, he has another barracks downstairs. He could keep spamming the pillboxes. Sell that war factory, make a new one. What is he doing?
I'm surprised he held off that GI push. I thought that was gonna be an overrun.
And look at those GIs from Kane, AFK for like 10 minutes in the top left. This is just insane.
Oh my god! Oh, he has that paradrop. Wait, that paradrop's AFK. I thought
Yes.
Nebros saw
It's
that.
been there forever.
Oh
No,
my!
well, he
Nebros
did, but
only
then he
has
left it
one.
alone.
He only has one war factory and one barracks. If Kane can take out
Yes.
either of the production buildings, he will win this
He
game.
wins. Easy.
Nebros. I think Kane's turtled in. I think Kane. Now Kane. Okay, Kane's gonna get an AFC and a sniper.
Look at all these GIs.
Use
What
the goddamn paradrop.
You're killing me, Kane. You're fucking killing What was this? What's going on? Oh my
And now,
god.
all right. So now the paradrop
Oh,
that the
it's
barracks is
moving in,
naked.
it's moving in.
That's gonna win the game.
Oh,
He can't
war
hold.
factory. War factory goes down. If he could get the barracks as well, that's over.
He will.
Kane, go for the fucking barracks.
Yep.
Go for the fucking barracks. Oh
No, they
my
can't hit the oil.
God.
Oh, well, it wouldn't matter anyway. He can't push up the hill here.
Oh, yeah, no way. Oh my god.
Now, Snark, is it
What a
possible?
game.
Is it possible that Kane purposefully had those GIs go AFK so everyone forgot about him? Maybe it was a trick.
Dude, I mean, is anything possible? Was that a plan? Was that a game? So bad. Okay, all right. We got Nebros still in here, still going allied. Listen, he played great. It was just like, I think like, how do you defend against someone who does whatever Kane did there? We're gonna have to call that one something wacky. And all right, but here we go. You're facing Four Lights now. Four Lights a QM player, someone who puts a lot of effort into it. GI's heading across the map. We see Four Lights taking a more defensive stance here, putting his barracks in the back end of War Factory in the back end, but a lot of GIs coming. Sentry guns, preemptive sentry guns out, 2 of them to be precise, and no Eagle from Four Lights, which is something interesting you gotta notice.
Yeah, so it looks like Nebros is a known GI rusher. He almost always opens the top half of the map, so it's pretty known what he's going to do. So you can tell here, Four Lights has this line prepped. Knows exactly what he's going to do. I think ultimately he's giving up the Eagle pad. If Nebros wants to push in and take it, he'll give it to him. He wants to use the higher ground, hold this position. I would actually like to see him. I think this is a good idea, cutting off one half of the map. But I would like to see his production off the oil in the bottom left to give him a little bit more of an offense and then allow him to counterpunch. It's like, you take my Eagle pad, I'll take your oil, try to get equal compensation out of it. It also can be tough for the allied player. If all their GIs are stuck on the top side, you start harassing on the bottom side. Four Lights now trying to shift the action to the top side. That's what Nebros wants. I'd like to see these Rhinos on the bottom side harassing that oil because his backside's protected. He doesn't need the Rhinos to defend right now.
Absolutely. Just head straight down though, or at least send 2 Rhinos down there. Just be so annoying. Spreading out the allied player thin early game is exactly what you want to do. It's exactly why the map is designed this way, so that you don't have to face the allied camp right with the infantry here. But for some reason, Four Lights choosing to head up top here. These GGIs getting so much value on these tanks. Pillbox is in position. The Eagle keeps getting hits on the Rhinos. Just a phenomenal defensive line here from Nebros, which is exactly why. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Four Lights gets the idea.
I'd like to see a 4th tank. When I split, I think 4 or 5 tanks is nice to split with. And look, he overcommits. But so Nebros has so much static defense, he can take all of his GI's bottom side.
Kane. I blame Kane.
Nope.
Look at that. That's Kane's fault. Look
Oh,
at,
now
look
we
at
have
the-
tanks
he's,
destroyed.
he's affecting our. Oh god.
The metas and Kane shifting the metas. The tank destroyers are now being built. Sentry gun, ooh, does hold that oil just barely. Bring the Rhinos on the bottom side. Try to get some value here. You can't just sit back against this allied player. Now he's got 5 Eagles out. What's the move here for Four Lights? I mean, you can't delay a game against an allied player. Maybe if you're going to do some wacky tech push, but there's 5 Eagles out.
Yeah. Well, now the tank destroyer line in defense is pretty decent without fodder, and there's 5 Eagles, like you said. What their target's going to go for an oil. All right. I
Nice.
would like to see them take out a war factory.
Yeah, War Factory. Yeah, that oil. That was a nice oil build by Four Lights to spread out his oils. Four Lights has the Rhinos to make something happen. He doesn't want to go into the GIs and the pillboxes,
Absolutely.
but bottom side, so he is going to push bottom side. He can get some value down here. See how Nebras handles the split. Nebras going to split off with his GIs, keep his Tank Destroyers at home. That's a good idea. Tank Destroyer is obviously less mobile. Now working through the top side as well, and I like playing off this cliff. You can dance back up on the cliff, use the higher range, sometimes get some free
Here they
shots in.
come. Another oil. Oh, if he keeps getting oiled, Four Lights is gonna go broke here. His economy at the moment is decent, but Battle Lab out. Four Nebras in the bottom here. We do have a bit of an engagement. Four Lights pushing up.
Yep.
Tank Destroyer is now moving into position to defend. Four Lights need to be a little bit faster when he moves in and out with his splits. Two snipers out to thin out the fodder here.
I want these Rhinos in the top right. I want these Rhinos. I mean, now the Tank Destroyers are there. I want him to be bouncing in that area and threatening at least. Now on the bottom side, ooh, he is going to pull ahead here. Nebras going to have to adjust to this.
Nebras definitely needs to move into position to defend here.
Top
This
right's so
position, but
juicy.
the Four Lights is gonna go up as well.
Yes, hit
Target,
this
he's
oil.
diving on the MCV,
Hit
so
this
he
oil.
has to defend it.
Hit this oil,
Oh,
hit this
yeah,
oil,
yeah.
hit this oil. Nice, that'll take the AFC with it. A little hit and run.
There
Now
we go.
And the Tank Destroyers, that's what you want to do. You want to keep the Tank Destroyers moving. Don't let him draw a line in the sand like that.
Oh, and the MCV goes down.
Oh, and the
no
MCV.
AFC.
Oh, I didn't even see. I thought he had held that. And
And the
Nebras.
War Factory.
Wow, and surprised to see Nebras struggling a little bit with these splits. Now these splits, very technical by Four. Like he's doing the right ideas, but he's doing them relatively slowly. And I'm surprised to see Nebras struggling a little bit. Like this isn't like full octopus style splits that should really be spinning Nebras' head around. I'm surprised to see him struggling with these splits. Actually, I mean, I like what Four Lights is doing. I'm just surprised to see Nebras struggling so much to defend multiple sides of the map.
Gonna push in with infantry now, which is the right idea. You're down AFC or down
No radar.
MCV.
No radar.
So you have to push in, and there's no radar. That's why these GIs are gonna get phenomenal value. Oh! Four lights! You do not push into infantry and TDs. You do not. Oh, you.
That's GG.
Oh my God.
And yeah, he hit the panic button there a little bit. It's a scary position to be in, obviously much easier said than done. But in that position, guys, there's a couple tried and true things to do and a couple things you definitely do not want to do. Now the Desolator, obviously no radar against an allied player like this. It was tricky. He got himself in the position where by the time he realized he needed the Desolator, it was too late. Well played, well played. I mean,
Oh, you retreat. You cost him time. You put down a lot of
Body
pillbox.
block,
You cost him time, and you make a fucking radar. You don't send all of your Rhinos into a big bunch of GIs and Tank Destroyers.
Yep, you can. Yep.
But he did so well, Ivor. He was ahead, right? Four Lights was
way ahead.
His splits. He got so much value. We got MCV. He was doing so phenomenal. Wow.
All right, here we go. So, what do we got? Only a couple games left here. So, this is Truth versus Nebras. Truth obviously wants to win this. Nebras is going to have a hard time making it to the championship here. But, yeah, Truth definitely needs this win, though. Man, lots of good games today. Like, I know I keep saying it's just so exciting to have all these new players. Any of you guys who don't know what's going on, who want to join the action, every month we have a different map. We run divisions for all skill levels. Seriously, all skill levels. Division 5 is for brand new people who don't know what they're doing. Cash prizes, lots of fun. You guys are all welcome to come play. If you want to get some information on that, join my Discord. You can also learn how to download the game. All that information, redalert2.com. Man, I love saying redalert2.com. This month, when I went blasting around the internet promoting the tournament, I got so many more clicks because I could say redalert2.com. Before, I'd be like, hey, I'm a random guy. You should click on this link that says RA2 Cash Games. No one's going to click on a link that says RA2 Cash Games. Looks like you're going to be scammed. redalert2.com. Now we go to the moon. That's the first step. Ooh, Eagle on the pad does get hit. So Truth does snipe out Nebras. Eagle, very surprising to see that from Nebras, getting an Eagle sniped on the pad like that. These guys have been playing this map so much, it's just kind of tried and true. I'm surprised he was sleeping at the wheel like that. So Nebras, wow, Nebras 2 War Factories on 2 oils. Generally, you would go a 3rd oil. It surprises me a little bit. And a flak cannon as well. Oil puts himself low power, so that build order is a little out of... I don't think he had that build order prepped. It put himself low power. Well, I guess he kept his money up. Maybe the switch over to flak tracks bought him a little bit of time. Exactly. redalert2.com, that's a friendly link. Anyone will click on that. I'm actually going to try to get the Red Alert 2 website customized so it's the menu, the loading menu of Red Alert 2. So you like select your stuff from the menu. All right. So trying to push in here, not going to get any value. Yeah, not going to get any value there. Nice pillbox wall. See if Nebris can shift the action somewhere else. Maybe coming over this ridge can be nice. Don't want to go straight into the pillboxes. Eagles are out. Yeah, so Truth now, the AFC, the Eagles are going to come. Truth has the money for it. So as soon as 5 Eagles are in the sky, it becomes a very, very tricky game. Nebris doing a pretty good job trying to shoot down those Eagles. Surprised that one made it home. Nebris now on 3 War Factories. The Rhino Storm is beginning. Ooh, playing off that cliff, gonna get some free shots in. 4 Eagles. He does have 5 Eagles now. Time to go to Value Town. He should be able to hold this position. Where are the pillboxes? That's one of the biggest things we'll see when you watch the higher divisions. The use of pillboxes. How fast you can spam. Pillboxes build so fast. You can spam so many. He gets in there and grabs the AFC, but what's he going to pay for it? And Nebris, I like the hit on the AFC, but it's time to pull out, buddy. It's time to pull out and try to hold this position because you know the counterpunch is coming now. It's a lot of Grizzlies. Nebris on 4K. Can he hold this position? Going to dive on that oil. That oil would take the radar with it. Saves the radar, so he does get a Desolator out to try to hold this position, get a little bit defensive here. And Nebris not going to switch over to drones. That's always a difficult decision. I personally would have held shift, right-clicked, canceled all my rhinos, and then smashed my auto-clicker, queued up 30 drones, and started spamming sentry guns. And then I would have eventually died a very slow death. So, yeah, not switching over to drones like that, if you don't have to, is always a good move. I'm surprised to see the Truth not trying to get more value out of this position right now. I think he has the Grizzlies for it. Oh, nice. Sniper IFV to clean out those Desolators. That's always a good move. So now he's going to try to work down the middle of the map, possibly. Interesting position as Nebris switches over to Battle Lab Tech. So we'll see here. Probably Kirov coming. Definitely an IC in the near future. Nebris on 4K. Nuclear reactor out and another flat cannon. So plenty of anti-air. And that's a Sniper IFV on the top side. Gonna go pick off... Oh, look at this Sniper IFV backside picking off Desolators. God, you don't see that very often. And it does go Elite. So now he can undeploy this and go to work with this Elite IFV right now. Pick on these power... Well, he's got a nuclear reactor. I'm not sure. Oh, Battle Lab. Battle Lab's juicy. Battle Lab's juicy. Does get the Battle Lab. Oh, man, we need quest music. When there's an Elite IFV, I need to play like dum da da dum da. Wait, it's not quest music. What's quest music sound like? Like, now it's escaping me. I can't think of what quest music is like. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. So lots of anti-air denying these Eagles, which is absolutely crucial now for Nebris. Nebris gets another Battle Lab up. That probably did cancel out his Iron Curtain. Nebris on 13K now. This is an interesting screenshot. Pause the screen right now. Who do you guys think is going to win? The Allied player... When the Allied player starts having the Mirages come, obviously it tips in his favor. And Nebris does not have the Iron Curtain out, which is unfortunate. But... Truth, I don't know. Truth doesn't seem very comfortable to me. Like, Truth has a lot of good back-end stuff, but I don't know. I think Nebris could actually pull this one out, even though I think if I didn't know what was going on, I just saw a screenshot, I would say that Truth was going to win. But for some reason, I feel like Nebris could pull this one out. So the drone's a little bit late. The drones to support the Kirovs are always nice. You want to support your Kirovs. They're big teddy bears. They need help. Ooh, that Elite IFV doesn't get drone, though. Elite IFV doing work on that Kirov. Man, I'll tell you what, Truth did not skip class the day that they taught how to navigate an Elite IFV. His micro with the Elite IFVs is really, really nice. So no value with the Kirov, but it did force him to switch over and build a bajillion IFVs, which can be nice. Iron Curtain now out for Nebris. It's all going to come down to that Iron Curtain. And the big thing right now, guys, is a Deso Bomb, a Deso Bomb, a Deso Bomb. There are not enough snipers in this group. Nebris could get an immense amount of value out of a Deso Bomb right now. But he didn't do a Deso Bomb, and now he's severely out-tanked and going to lose this game. Deso Bombs, highly, highly recommend them. Like I said, they're pretty nasty. And the thing is, people think you have to deploy the flak track. You just load up the flak track with Desolators, send them right into the opponent's army, and as soon as the flak track's destroyed, you'll automatically take control of all 5 Desolators, and then you hit the deploy button. Nice defensive Iron Curtain, but at a massive cost, although he might actually... He's going to save quite a bit here. Goes for that oil, gets a War Factory with it. So he saves... Man, and that's body blocking 101. Give up everything you can, and Nebris took that very, very seriously. He gave up everything there. But he kept the Iron Curtain. He kept the nuke, which actually has enough time to be used, which is rare. I don't know the last time we saw a major super weapon used. And Nebras holds that. Another wave is coming. Now the radar's out. Nebras needs the Deso Bomb. Oh my god, there's a Yuri Prime. Wow, this is a weird one, boys. This is a weird one. Yuri Prime now going bottom side. A Tanya just got built. Oh my god, so he's now supporting this, the Yuri Prime. He now has to run. He's now running with the MCV. He's going to get the Battle Lab. Oh my god, this Yuri Prime is doing work. The Desolators. The Desolator's up to counter. Can he try to support this Yuri Prime? Maybe with the... He takes the flat cannon. That Yuri Prime actually just got a ton of value. The biggest thing is the MCV. Wait, did the MCV just... Wait. What just happened to the... What just happened to the MCV? Did the MCV pop on radiation? Oh my god, the MCV died on radiation. So now he's pushing in with these Desolators, which are actually getting a ton of value. But will it be enough? Oh my god, this nuke. The Iron Curtain's ready. Wow, this is a weird one. Nebras should not be in this game right now. That Yuri Prime. The Yuri Prime's going to take the nuke. What happens if the Yuri Prime takes the nuke? The game might crash. I have no idea what's going to happen if that happens. Takes the power plant. Oh my god, did it put him low power? No, he used the Iron Curtain. He's now in. The Desolators. Oh, the Desolators could clean up this retreat. He should have had those Desolators in position. He's wiping up the army right now. The Yuri Prime can take the nuclear silo, I think. I actually don't know. I've never seen it happen before. Oh my god, he cleans up his army. He still has plenty to hold. So Truth is able to hold this position. The Yuri Prime, please take the nuke. Please take the nuke. I will laugh my ass off. Does he not see the nuke? He takes the radar. Oh my god, the Yuri Prime is doing work. This is hilarious. Now I gotta post this one on YouTube because everyone's like, no one uses the Yuri Prime. I'm like, yeah, but when someone does do it, it'll be sick. If someone used it every game, would that be fun? Would that be fun? No. It's supposed to be an Easter egg. It's supposed to be a Hail Mary play, and it's actually working. But we gotta keep an eye on the timer here as well, guys. This one could be coming down to points, and you'd hate to see that for Truth. Oh my god, the nuke's gonna launch. Oh, you can't take over super weapons. Oh my god, I did not know that. Okay, the nuke. Oh my god, the nuke's gonna launch. There's about a minute and a half real time left on this game. What is happening? This nuke is going to feast on his base. Oh, he can force shield. So you gotta think the nuke's going right here, right? Oh, that oil, it would take the MCV if it went here. He could go here and take the MCV, but is it worth it? Goes right there. Massive hit. Iron Curtain's ready to rock. 1 minute left in this game, but Truth is putting on the offense as well. Nebras sends it downfield. Time to go to Value Town, guys. This one's going to come down to the timer, so it's whoever can get the most points. So at this point, just click on any expensive buildings you see. Take whatever you can with you. 45 seconds left in this game. Battle Lab goes down. This Iron Curtain is devastating. And this is one of those games you hate to see the timer, but obviously we have to have it in these tournaments or we'd have some games that went forever. This one is an absolute knife fight, though. Unfortunately, it's going to come down to time, and the number gods will be deciding the fate of these players. What an absolute banger. Nebras, I always write down the good games for YouTube, and I think I've written down Nebras' name like 5 times today. I think all of his games have been bangers. Oh my god. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just another round of the Blitz World Series. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the championship. All right, I have to kind of like fake yell because I don't want to actually yell really loud. So it's like a fake yell. Championship action coming at you here. Division 2 best of 3. We got Dynamics in yellow on the right. We got Doofus in red on the left. Both of these guys undefeated on the day, winning through their groups, undefeated, untouched so far. Untouched, neither of these guys tasting defeat on the day. Both at each other's throats. Again, it is a best of 3. Winner of this taking home the D2 title and that cash prize. And of course, bragging rights. I think everyone in the division who loses has to call the winner king for the rest of the month. I think we up the ante a little bit. Drone out now for Dynamics. Going to try to sneak one in here. Oh, does get a drone in. Very, very nice. Ooh, and he droned. He droned the one that he hit with the Eagles as well. So Doofus with a very conservative build here. We've seen this from Doofus before. He stays up on the ridge, tries to keep himself tight on this map. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure about that. Again, I do think, especially Soviet versus Soviet, it's better to posture up, try to get some map control. And Dynamics goes into a second war factory on 2 oils with a flat cannon out. It's going to really stretch his economy here. See if he has the money for it. If it works, it'll be a nice build, and it should give him a nice Rhino lead if he's able to maintain it. All right, so now the dogs. Okay, a little bit of a dog battle here. Yeah, you have to really bury the lead, Callan. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, a little engagement. Oh, and Dynamics caught shooting fodder. Ooh, and yeah, Doofus's fodder got a lot of value there. Still pretty even. Gonna go up on this MCV. And Dynamics sells the MCV? Surely Dynamics could have held that position. Now Dynamics switching over to drones. And this is not what I expect to see from Dynamics. He's been playing so strong all day, and I think that was just a little bit of a miscalculation there. Doofus, obviously, he's been watching the stream. Doofus has been looking strong, so Dynamic, I don't know. He's on. I don't know. That was odd. That was odd to me. I'd have to go back and rewatch it, but yeah, that was very questionable. I think that MCV could have been saved. Okay. So now Doof is going to continue the push here, pushing into these tanks, and again getting nice value. Now the conscripts joining the fight, but yeah, this one's going to be a quick one here for old Doofus, I think. Yeah, Dynamics in a lot of trouble. Still on 2 War Factories, has money, but no MCV. Very, very tough spot. And Doofus keeping the pedal to the metal here, keeping the aggression on. Going to get away from those conscripts and just keep picking targets. Very, very nice. Dynamics down to only a few tanks. Dynamics does have some drones camping Doofus on the backside. Not going to matter. First one going to old Doof. I don't know. That was very, very interesting. Dynamics. Huh, yeah, some missed tank control. So off the bat, Doofus's fodder got a lot of value. Dynamics got caught shooting dogs, put him behind that first engagement, and then just wasn't really able to recover, but very questionable decision to sell that MCV, I think. The switch over to drones. Dynamics just been playing strong all day, obviously earned his way into the championship here, so we'll see what he can come with here, if he can mix things up and try to put one on the board. Doofus now is going to spread out a little bit. First time all day we've seen Doofus build off the Eagle Pad, I believe, so we're going to try to get a little bit more map control here, and I think that makes sense. Conscripts now from Dynamics. Pumping those conscripts right on the front side. You guys all know who watch me play Quick Match. I'm a big fan of the early conscripts. They are the better player, the better class you get into, the worse the conscripts are going to be, but sometimes against an unexpected opponent you can get some damage done. That bunker's way out of position, so the barracks up on the hill from Doofus, the conscripts have to have a trek down there. They will get there in time, so Doofus doing a pretty good job sealing off the front lines here. Eagle for Eagle. Dynamics forcing a miss there, which is nice. So we'll see, does Doofus keep Doofus super, very hyper aggressive first point from Doofus. See if Doofus, it's interesting, there's different strategies, right? You could try to keep the pressure on, like go right at the guy, don't give him time to recover. You could also, think that he's the kind of guy who's going to get a little tilted and come over aggressive at you. Maybe you play a little bit more defensive, let him come to you. There's a lot of different ways to play it. Best of 3, that's why the longer series are fun at the higher levels, because the tactics can kind of shift point to point, faction to faction. Best of 3, not much time to make a mistake. That first one, we saw Dynamics fall behind in that first engagement and ultimately lost the first point. And now he's on match point trying to stay alive here. So Doofus doing a good job here, just nice little hit and runs, getting some value. I like the conscripts up on the hill. I like playing that higher ground, but you need to be careful. Your backside does get a little bit exposed. Doofus is going to try to take advantage of that, cleaning out these sentry guns. That's always nice. It gets you a little bit of value, but then it opens the door for the next hit. If you clean out the sentry guns on this hit, next hit you grab a power plant, next hit you grab a war factory, piece by piece. And Dynamics, yeah, Dynamics might be looking for a bit of a base trade here. I'd like to see Dynamics go up on the higher ground here. This can be big if he can play off this cliff, and Dynamics going to pull ahead here. And now we see the tank control that got Dynamics into this series in the first place, clicking down those tanks beautifully. He's got 2 conscripts on the backside about to destroy a war factory, which I find to be hilarious. But the real story, of course, is these rhinos, which are going to seal the deal here. He did a good job getting away from those defenses, made some good decisions, then ultimately clicked down those tanks, won that battle, and pulled home the win. So, but of course, the show is not over yet. It all boils down to this, ladies and gentlemen. Both players coming here undefeated, both taking their first, giving each other their first loss. 1-1. It is best of 3, and Doofus a little bit slow on the deploy. Doofus a little bit slow on the deploy. You hate to see it here. Of course, best of 3. I'll do the math for you guys. This is it. This is going to decide who's the winner and who's the loser. No prizes for second place. Got to go for broke here, boys. So, again, we're going to see Doofus barracks up on the hill. Is he going to open War Factory and spread himself out? Or is he going to go back to his more conservative stance that he's... Yep, the conservative got him here. Why switch it up? So, Doofus is going to play the Ridge. Dynamics posturing up. He's got that flat cannon out to deal with the Eagle. So, yeah, so very interesting. Both of those last points were very, very close. Now, when they ended, it looked like one player had blown out the other. But those tank engagements, those 10 tank, like when your armies are about that size, 10 tanks, the difference between a good tank, a couple mistakes and a couple bad ones, is the other guy ends up 7 tanks rolling through your base, making you look like you're made of wet paper. So, yeah, I mean, both times though, right? Like the first point, Doofus had better tank control and he won. The second point, Dynamics had better tank control. So, boils down to this. Now, the fodder in both cases was very, very valuable. You see both players really kind of appreciating it this time, taking a little bit more care maybe to get those dogs involved. They can just take, I mean, every time a dog's getting hit, that's a tank not getting hit. It makes a huge difference. Dynamics doing a great job of avoiding getting hit by these eagles. It's really important as well. All right, so now Doof is again going to bring that bunker out, but again, his conscripts are going to be a little bit late to it, and Dynamics will grab that bunker for free. Avoid that bunker getting filled is always nice. Now the fodder's involved here. Wow, are they going to take this fight? And Doof is not getting the sentry guns involved in these kind of fights right here. If you get on this map, if you devolve into this style, it is an absolute knife fight, and you've got to have a sentry gun ready, because players are hopping back and forth over this DMZ. The bunkers, trying to get conscripts in the bunkers, especially with this back barracks, very, very costly. It's not only micro intensive, but it's also risky, and it's not, it's not getting value out of it. Now, I think Doofus can hold this position, but where are the sentry guns? Doofus on 6K. Doofus on 6K. And as I talked about that being a micro intensive task, he let his eagle go AFK, and Doofus just got caught shooting conscripts. Maybe 4 or 5 shells went into those conscripts, and that's going to cost him immensely, and ultimately going to cost him the game here. And that is the razor thin margin that you operate on at this skill level. One mistake, one misclick, players will bounce on it. And that's why I've talked about before, the biggest difference between these levels is at the higher level, when you make a mistake, someone will shove it down your throat immediately. Really, really well played by both players. Any of you guys who won or lost, some of you guys are thinking, hey, Ivor, I feel like I didn't play very good. I lost, What do you have to say about that? I have to say that you came out here and you tried and you fought, and thus your place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. All right, that's the pep talk for the losers. Now talking about the winners, Dynamics, Doofus, hats off to both you guys. Truth, a few of these guys, SPKZ, so SPKZ and Truth both missed the championship by 1 loss, right? So SPKZ and Truth, you guys were right there in there as well. But all the rest of you guys putting up good points, entertaining us as always.